Previously on Adrienne Floreen wants to spend the night in a hotel room. Well, I just sent a reservation request to the Hillside Inn. There it is, the Hillside Inn. I'm at the Hillside Inn in Santa Rosa, California. Apparently, this is where I'm going to stay tonight. I made a reservation for this hotel. So, are you going to honor my reservation, or am I going to find another hotel because you're raising your voice at me?
That's up to you.
Well, if you're going to go at me and make sarcastic noises at me, I will leave. Goodbye. I guess I will take my credit card and I will go charge it at another hotel because I'm not welcome here. And now, please enjoy this week's episode of Adrienne Floreen Wants to Spend the Night in a Hotel Room. Should I be concerned? There's nobody here at all whatsoever. They don't need additional parking across the street because this hotel is vacant. They definitely have a vacancy. Hopefully the office isn't vacant. I just went to the bathroom here in my hotel room at the Hotel Azura, a boutique hotel. They don't even give you bars of soap here. They give you a pre-filled bottle of liquid soap. And I can't seem to get any sort of water pressure. Can't seem to get enough water pressure to get the soap off my hands. I mean, you must be kidding me. Look at this. Look at this. Look how little water there is. I'm like rubbing the soap off my hands with pressure. I'm using skin pressure power to get the soap off my hands because the water isn't rinsing it off well enough. Wow, now it's burning hot. Now it's ice cold. Wait a minute. Burning hot's right here. Ice cold's right there. It doesn't seem like there is an in-between. I've got it lukewarm. I guess that's good enough. I guess I paid $100 and something for a bunk hotel. At least it's not as bunk as the last one that I wasn't even able to stay in, but still, this is a bunk hotel. When the water doesn't turn on high enough to get significant water pressure to wash your hands, when they don't even give you an actual bar of soap, bunk, in my opinion. And I expect everything else in this hotel to be as low quality. I actually call this faux fancy because it's fake. It looks fancy, but when you actually turn it on, it's of low quality. You don't even get enough water out of this fancy looking sink to wash your hands. And this fancy looking soap leaves a sticky, irritating residue on your fingers. Listen to this. That's soap residue on my fingers. Do you like that sound? Yuck. Wow. I went to put my towel in the towel rack and yet again, it's solidly attached to the wall. It doesn't even like sway the way normal towel racks do. I mean, it sways, but it's like swaying itself off the wall. I expected this bar here to swivel like this way. Because normally towel racks swivel when you put the towel on them. And normally towel racks where you hang wet towels are not positioned to where the wet towel is nearly touching an electrical outlet. Wow, I've already been in this hotel room for like, what, a few minutes? And I've already found numerous things to complain about. If you are the owner of the Hillsdale Motel, you are actually probably happy that I didn't spend the night in your hotel. Because I would have torn it up. And I don't mean physically torn it up. I don't damage things at all. I would have verbally torn you up for scamming people that way. Because I'm sure with how rude and inconsiderate the staff was, that hotel was running some kind of scam, and I'm sure that I would have found something way worse than this or this in it. But I don't have time for this right now. I have to go to my dentist appointment. I'll tell you the whole story of what happened later. I'm driving to my dentist's appointment, and I just remembered something. When I called the Hillsdale Inn yesterday to ask them questions, I called, a woman answered. I couldn't make out what she said as she was answering the phone, and I wanted to make sure that I was calling the correct business. So I said, "Is this the Hillsdale Hotel?" And the woman said, in a rude tone of voice, "This is the Hillsdale Inn." And she said the word inn, like how dare I call it a hotel? It's an inn. And I kind of laughed it off. I thought, how silly. A hotel is just another word for an inn. Why get an attitude because somebody used the word hotel rather than using the word inn when they mean the same thing? I guess rather than laughing it off, I should have seen it as a sign of what was to come when I tried to check into their inn. If I knew that the woman's rudeness when I called on the phone was representative of the way that all of the employees acted, I would not have chosen to make a reservation there. But I decided to give them the benefit of the doubt and still make a reservation there after they were rude to me on the phone. I still gave them a chance. And look how they treated me. They were rude to me in person, so rude that I left the property, crying. I guess the next time that somebody's rude to me on the phone, I will take it as a warning sign that I should not support their business in any way, shape, or form. And I just won't even try to go to their business. So remember that. If you're rude to me on the phone, I'm not even going to try to go into your business. I'm just going to hang up. If I had followed that very advice before, then I would have avoided several bad experiences that I had recently. I would have not eaten soup at Humboldt Soup. For example, they were rude to me on the phone when I called. I asked them if they had gluten-free soup. The woman who answered said they had gluten-free soup with barley in it. I said, how could that be when barley has gluten in it? She said, let me put you on hold. She put me on hold for like 10 minutes, came back and said, oh yeah, it actually turns out it was rice. I just thought it looked like barley. And then I still went into their business. And I tried to eat their soup. And I had a very bad experience. So I guess I should have listened when they were rude on the phone. And I should have not gone into their business in the first place. Oh well, I've learned my lesson. I will no longer go into businesses that are rude on the phone. Ever again. And there's the dentist office I'm going to. There are my teeth. At least there's an x-ray of my teeth. So I just had to stop here at Brew, not for some cold brewed beer, but for some hot brewed coffee. I am at Haku, a sushi restaurant. I thought I wasn't going to be able to eat after my dentist appointment because I thought they were going to numb me up and drill my tooth and fill my cavity. It turns out I need about $4,000 worth of dental work that my insurance doesn't cover. I'm about to take a shower. Now, I don't normally shower with my clothes on, but I also don't normally go on YouTube completely naked. So, while wearing my long sleeve shirt and pants and bandana, I'm going to demonstrate for you how the shower works in this hotel room. I've taken off my dress, so just imagine that I'm naked. And I've got red skin because I'm like some kind of reptilian alien or something. Now I would just like to point something out about the shower. This wonderful glass door is not really a door. It's just a piece of glass. It's connected to the wall right here, and it comes out across the top, and it goes down. And at first I thought this was a set of sliding doors, but upon closer inspection, this is just a piece of glass, and there is nothing here at all. You can't close off this space. So once I get in that shower, even though the water pressure is fairly low, once I get in that shower, water is inevitably going to splash out through here and get on the floor, which you will see. So I'm going to try to move my phone where it can see. Let's see what happens when I try to take a shower. You see me turning the knob? I think I'm turning it towards warm. It appears to be as warm as it goes. Oh yeah, there were spiders inside my towels. So I asked for new towels at the front desk. And I was told that they don't have towels at all. They have absolutely no extra towels at this hotel. They only have the towels that are in the room, and you cannot ask for an extra towel if you happen to need an extra towel, or if your towel got dirty, or if your towel happened to have something wrong with it, such as having a spider crawling out of it. So even though there were spiders crawling out of my towels, I can't get new ones, which I think is absolutely obnoxious. I'm pretty sure the hotel that I was going to stay at, despite how rude they were, and despite how run down they looked in their pictures, and despite the fact that their TVs were round screened and more than 20 years old, I'm pretty sure that that hotel, if they had allowed me to check in, would have at least had an extra towel for me. And I know that you can't see my face on the camera. Hello down there! Because my phone is cutting off the top of my head, but I'm not trying to show you my face right now. I'm trying to show you this shower. So without further ado, I'm just really scared of spiders, so I'm shaking out all the towels. Without further ado, I'm going to take a shower. Let's see what happens when I get under the water. Now imagine I'm showering in here. And I just happen to be showering in my clothes. And I'm just going to move around. I'm going to shake my head as though I'm washing my hair. Oh no! There's water all over the floor. Actually, I think it went all the way out to where my towels are. I'm pretty sure my towels got wet, my dry towels. Of course, I can't ask for more of them if they get wet. Oh, and if I hadn't taken them off of the shelf they were on, they definitely would have gotten wet when I did that. The only reason they're not soaking wet is because they're up on that counter. It's wet down there where they were. So if your towels happen to get wet at this hotel, because they happen to be stored in a place where they will naturally get wet when you take a shower, because the shower doesn't have a door on it. And I would just like to point out that I see suds running down that, and it's soapy. That's disgusting, because it makes me wonder, is it cleaner that they use to clean the glass with, like industrial strength chemical glass cleaner, or is it soap residue from the last person who showered in here? I'm pretty sure it's soap residue from the last person who showered in here. That's really disgusting. I don't want to bathe in somebody else's bodily fluids mixed with soap or gel de douche. It says shower gel. Gel de douche. Now I know that the word douche probably means shower in French or bath or something. But in English, that means something else. And no offense, but I don't want to bathe straight out of a douche bag. And this is a douche bottle. It says it right there, gel de douche. Oh, excuse me, I didn't pronounce my French properly. Gel de douche. You have to say de when you speak French. I don't even know what to say about that. That's too much. Maybe I have a dirty mind, but still, that's too much. Absolutely too much. I'm going to stop recording, take off my clothes, and take a real shower now, because this is getting uncomfortable. And now I'm going to explain to you why I took out the douche gel and why I'm using the hand wash to shower with. It's going to be a video explanation. There's the douche gel. Do you see that? Do you see that soap scum all over these bottles? That's actually not soap scum. That's a mixture of soap scum and other people's bodily fluids that I don't want my body to come in contact with. So I have removed these from the bathtub, and I will be showering with that hand wash. There you go. And I didn't realize it, but the water is going everywhere. It's all over the toilet, all over the floor. I don't even know how. The floor is like a pool. All over this wall. I've left this hand towel here. We'll see when I'm done with my shower how wet it is. And I'm not like splashing around in there. I'm just going to be doing normal bathing. So I'm going to get on with it. And I will show you the results, how wet the bathroom is, and whether my dry clothes and towels are wet when I'm done showering. We shall see. I am now standing in the shower with my iPhone, for reals. I'm in here because I wanted to show you this. Do you see this? This is streak marks from where a maid just wiped this over, spreading soap and bodily fluid mixture all over the glass. And now that the water vapor has filled up the room, the water vapor is now sticking to the soap, and you can see the visible streaks of grossness. You see all that grossness that you couldn't see. Now you can see it because it's foggy in here. Isn't that just disgusting? Do you want that on your body? I don't know if you can see this, but the water came all the way out of the shower to the carpet. You see all that water? And that's after I used every single towel available to wipe the floor. I can step right there, but see how wet it is? I'm stepping in the one little dry spot. It's so wet over there, I can't even walk to the sink without getting wet. Those are my clothes. They're in the recycling bin because they are soaking wet. I washed the towels by hand. They're now hanging to dry. And I know that this seems like really disrespectful because they're dripping on the hotel's carpet, but this is the only place that I could find to hang them to dry, and those hangers were dirty, they were greasy. I had to wipe them off with one of the rags and then wash the rag again. So I feel disrespected that this hotel doesn't give me a clean place to hang my towels to dry, that they don't have extra towels, and that their shower is a setup to where your towels and clothes get wet while you're showering. So even though this seems really rude, but I'm honestly sorry that I'm getting their nice carpet wet. What they did to me was far ruder. I shouldn't have to wash hotel towels in a bathroom sink under a trickle of water and then hang them to dry in a closet. I should be able to go to the front desk and say, I need an extra towel, and they should give me one. And by the way, I'm having my period. So some of these hotel towels were soaked in my period blood, which made it really hard to wash them. It probably took me like 45 minutes to wash these towels by hand. But since I'm having my period and I could wake up covered in blood and needing to shower again, I need dry towels. And I've never heard of a hotel that doesn't provide soap, towels, and doesn't have doors on their showers. I'm appalled. Literally. I should not have to do this. I have been awake for like more than 48 hours, and nothing is calming me. I seem to have such severe anxiety attacks over going to the dentist that I get such an adrenaline rush that I literally don't feel tired. I literally can't even sit down, and I was going to go to the restaurant across the street, but as you can see, I'll show you. See that? There's 4 police cars. It seems like the only people at that restaurant are the police. So, since I couldn't go to that restaurant, we're the only customers were police. I am going to try to go to sleep. Hopefully now, after being awake for 48 hours, hopefully I can go to sleep. Let me pull the sheets back so I can get into bed. Oh my goodness! Look at this! They don't even have like a bottom sheet on this bed that's like fitted to fit around the mattress. They just have like another top sheet just like jammed up in there like this. So when you go to remove the bed sheets, which for some reason are folded in under the mattress, the bottom sheet, which isn't really a bottom sheet, comes out too. Oh, that's horrible. Haven't these hotels heard of like top and bottom sheets? This is not the first hotel that I've been to that uses a top sheet folded over as a bottom sheet. I mean, no person does that in their own house. I think even people who are really poor usually have top and bottom sheets for their beds. Just like they usually have bras and underwear under their clothing, you know? Like, there are some things that are human decency, and this, to me, is indecent. This is an insult to me. I paid $110, $111, $118, $100 and something dollars for this hotel room. If I paid $100 and something dollars for this hotel room, they can at least have an actual bottom sheet on the bed, not some top sheet folded over because they want to be cheap. Too cheap to buy a bed sheet with a strip of elastic this long, because that strip of elastic this long is going to make it so expensive that they can't afford it, right? Wrong. They're just cheap. Just like this half shower door. Nobody's trying to be stylish. They're just cheap. So, I'm trying to start this coffee machine, and I just can't figure it out. It says, touch cup icon lightly to start. I'm touching lightly. I'm touching hard. Nothing's happening. Absolutely nothing is happening. Lightly touch once the Lungo cup icon and wait. Coffee will brew and stop automatically. Well, really? When? Next year? So for $100 and something you got no door in the shower, no bars of soap, no extra towels, a coffee machine that doesn't work. What a horrible hotel room. Well, the housekeeper came in and turned this thing on for me. For some reason, when she turned the switch on, the lights came on, but when I turned the switch on, the lights didn't come on. Who knows why that was. Now I am brewing coffee. I'm going to go across the street and get a little cup of milk because I can't do these little creamer things. Now I'm going to try it on camera. That is terrible. Oh my gosh. Look how much espresso it gave me. Now that would be great to pour into a latte, but just as a little shot of espresso. It's pretty terrible. It's not that bad though. If this was all the coffee I got to drink today, I wouldn't be that unhappy. I'm still going to go to the diner across the street and get a cup of coffee though. I had to get another cup of coffee from the diner across the street. This came from Adele's Diner and it was $2.45. And I noticed something really embarrassing. Check it out. Do you know what that is? That is blood, because I'm having my period. Yeah, what else could go wrong, right? Well, I don't have any other pants that are clean. My only other pair that I have with me is dirty, so I'm going to have to do laundry. And this hotel also doesn't have laundry machines for guests to use, so I have to go down the street and do laundry. So real quick, I'm just going to download the pictures and videos off of my iPhone onto my computer. So I'm going to have to sign off for a minute. See you later, guys. I am now taking a videotape of the room to prove that I did not trash it. So if they charge me money for anything, I can prove that I did absolutely nothing wrong. The sink is clogged because I washed 5 coffee mugs that I found in my car. And apparently that was too much for the sink. There's all the dirty towels and the garbage. There's the bathroom, looks very clean. There's the bed, There's the closet. There's my stuff. And there's a bag with all the garbage that was in my car. Thank you for watching this video, and if you liked this video, please watch my other videos on YouTube. Thank you for helping carry our stuff in.
You're welcome.
And there's our stuff. And here's our room. It doesn't have a bathroom. It has a little sink. There are bathrooms and showers down the hallway. We're at a youth hostel. It's kind of like just above a dorm. Little tiny rooms, little tiny beds. At least we have a window. Wow. That's unexpected. I thought we'd see the street.